Children learn in different ways, and some need more support than others. Today, we're learning about special instruction teachers, what they do, how they help, and the different tools they learn to help your Keiki. We welcome Christy Edwards, a special instruction teacher, and Dean Wong, the executive director of Imua Family Services. Aloha, you guys.
Aloha.
How are you doing?
Good to be here.
I gotta ask, Christy, what is a special instruction teacher? For layman's terms, what do they do?
Okay, well, we're teachers for early intervention. It's Keikis that are ages 0 to 3. We provide instruction in the cognitive areas. For little ones, that would mean their attention, trying to help them with strategies for focusing, being able to learn, being able to work on their speech. It's also pre-academic skills, and it's also conceptual skills. We also work on the personal, social, emotional skills of a child, so helping them with their peer interactions, adult interactions, as well as their self-concept.
And both of those are important, the academic and the self-conscious side as well. I got to ask, for parents out there, if they notice and they're realizing that their kids need maybe just a little bit more help, it's not something to be afraid or ashamed of, right? I mean, we want to get parents out there and make sure that there's help and able to get them help, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think, you know, as parents, we all want the best for our child, and giving them that early start, getting them help, you know, early will help them in the long term. When they start school, they'll be ready. So it's not always necessarily that it's a cognitive issue. It can be attachment, you know. It could be the child maybe not being able to attend long enough so that they can learn how to speak. So we want to get them in there so that they don't fall further behind, and that's the goal of early intervention.
And I got to ask, how important is that early intervention and focusing on that, especially when it comes to the communication skills and what people can do with you, but they can take lessons and work on with the children at home, right, as well?
Right, that's our goal, is to come in and teach the parents the skills that they can then work on with their child, because they're their first teachers, they're with them all day long. So we come in and we focus on teaching the child as a model. Like, we work with the child, and then the parents are brought into our floor time. We call it floor time because we're playing literally on the floor at the level of the child. And then, you know, we leave them with strategies to work on until our next visit, and we see a lot of progress.
I got to ask, how important is that play and how,
play is critically important, and you know, because that's really how children are learning from the very onset. You have to remember that, you know, 90% of a child's brain development will happen before they're 5 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And it's sad to say this, but a lot of parents today, adults today, have forgotten how to play. Either maybe they didn't get that playtime with their own families, or they've just gotten so consumed with the technology and everything we have available to us today.
Everyone's so busy doing
That's right. That, you know, they think, well, let's just turn on the TV, put the child down in front, or give them the iPad. But you need to get down on the floor with your child at their level, focus with them, look at them in the eye, and engage them in that pretend play, because that's where it's what is going to stimulate them to learn.
Wow.
Yes, and I can tell so much about a child that I first meet by watching them play. You know, you can look at them, you can see where their gross motor skills are at. You can see if they're communicating, you know, if they're able to talk, make noises, you know, during their play. If they have pretend play skills yet, you know, if they're able to play with a peer, or, you know, if they're engaging with us, if they're making eye contact. So there's a lot you can learn about playing with your child.
You know, when you say a lot, though, Dean, you guys are by this. You guys have a lot of services and things that you do to help this, and we were joking before, but it literally, it takes a village, an island, a community to raise a child, right?
Absolutely.
What do you guys have? And again, for people at home, sometimes some people, parents, we get frustrated. We don't know where to turn.
That's right.
We can turn to you guys, right? And you guys have so much helpful things. Can you talk about
We're
that?
an early intervention provider, an early childhood development provider. We're Imua Family Services, and we're located on Maui, but we facilitate what we do on Molokai, Maui, and Lanai.
Awesome.
And there are similar providers that do early intervention services across all the islands. So if you're at home and you have any questions or concerns about your child and their development, you see behaviors that you think are unusual, or just behaviors that you consider to be poor, you recognize your child perhaps isn't reaching milestones that they should be reaching, there's no shame. Reach out to a provider, reach out to Imua Family Services, because we use occupational therapy, physical therapists, speech language pathology,
so many things,
special instruction teachers, all of the above, to work with a family to help get their child back on track so that they're ready to learn, so that they're able to learn, and so that parents know how to engage with their child so that they can reach those milestones. It's very critical.
I gotta say, I love what you're doing because, again, it's not one thing solves it. It's a multitude of tools that you guys use to help everybody out
Absolutely.
there. Oh, I love what you guys do. And
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. And thank you so much for coming in and
Yeah, thank you
explaining,
for
again, the
having
wonderful work that you do. We will have all the information, but again, early. That's the key. Find out, get in contact, get the education that you need to know to help the Keiki out for tomorrow. Oh, you guys are so awesome. I love what you guys do. We love what we do here on Living 808. We're going to have more coming up a little bit later in the show, again, to help you out.